Hello everyone, this is Dark Spy here. So, everyone knows how I hate Spider-Man 3. How you know that I just don't like it at all. I think it sucks. I just only watched it 3 times only. And it actually came to the point of Aunt May watching it, and because the next Spider-Man movie was about to come out, the prequel to this one is out right now, and ABC was like, "Oh, why not? Let's put Spider-Man 3 on." And I was like, "I don't want to watch this." So I tried to go to sleep. I basically blocked everything. I made sure I didn't even watch it. I was like turned away from the TV. So yeah, I made sure I avoided that one, and I'm not going to watch Spider-Man 3 because it's just a big letdown. And basically, 7WebHeads actually has a video out. This is why I'm making this video, is because his video actually talks about some of the deleted scenes and alternate endings, and also there's a petition out that actually tries to get 3.1 out. Even though I remember when I was searching, when I first trying to make it sense to figure out how come it's just not, I don't accept this movie at all. And I just basically was researching it in 2011, just as I did the whole 5-year anniversary thing, and that's the third time I actually watched the movie. Yeah, the third time I actually forced myself to watch the movie. So, yeah. And I remember back then while I was watching, someone actually was saying, "Hey, look at this website," and they showed me the website, and the website actually had like 27 alternate scenes and such. And they didn't even mention about the web swing. Yeah, one thing that some webheads didn't mention is the fact that there was actually an official ending with a web swing. And now, actually, since I did find that book that the guy actually was talking about, Spider-Man Chronicles, I didn't want to pick it up because that's Spider-Man 3, and I didn't want to pick it up. But since he said something that it actually has some things I need to look at now, so I guess chances are it didn't move from where it is. So as soon as I get enough money, will buy it, look and add more to my research of what I found. For people who haven't watched my videos or don't even give a crap or etc., this is what I found out. In 2012, I found out that I found out that Sam Raimi Spider-Man 3 was a sabotage movie. Basically meaning that all the stuff that happened, it wasn't Sam Raimi's fault. Sam Raimi, all he wanted to do was Vulture and Sandman, just like what they said. Which, one thing I didn't know about is the fact that they were talking about how they were thinking about making Spider-Man 3 into 2 parts. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. Because I remember when Spider-Man 4 was thought of coming out, they were saying the fact that Sam Raimi agreed that it will be a 2-parter, the fact that it will be Spider-Man 4 and Spider-Man 5. But I guess I have to look at the book, see what the book says, because chances are his resource is the book. But from what I know, it's just the fact that Spider-Man 3 wasn't really going to be a 2-parter, actually. It was just going to be a movie itself, because he just wanted a Vulture, he wanted Sandman. It wasn't going to really be a 2-parter. And if he would have admitted it was a 2-parter, he would have said it in the articles I read, which all the articles only said the fact that Alvin Sargent, he was a producer, or he was like a part of the team. He said that basically Sony wanted only 2 films, or it should have just been 2 films. And the third one actually just came and it wrecked everything up. But truth be told, it's just supposed to have been 2 films, period. And also, Sony had more of the creative aspect, or the creative part to the movie instead of what Sam Raimi had, because Sam Raimi didn't get to do anything. Not at all. I mean, this is one where basically Sony had control of it. Sony was the reason why it got completely destroyed. And the fact that, like I said in previous videos, I'll put them down below, you can check it out for yourself. But one thing that you notice is that if Sam Raimi created he wrote Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2 and had his creative aspect, he would actually have remembered, oh yeah, didn't we mention Eddie Brock in the first movie? So that means that he didn't have to actually create the character. Heck, in the movie, in the first movie, he also talked about Kirk Connors and the fact that he worked for Kirk Connors for a little bit. And in Spider-Man 2, basically, even though he didn't say anything about how he basically was having the same ethic as when working with him, which it would have been a nice little plus to add in there, but he did mention Dr. Connors. He didn't actually have to do that whole crap in Spider-Man 3 where he's like, oh, hello, I'm Eddie Brock Jr., sir, and all that stuff. I mean, he already hired Eddie. Eddie was already working the Daily Bugle, meaning that he didn't actually have to reintroduce Eddie Brock. Instead, he just say, Eddie's been trying for years, and finally he's been able to getting a picture of Spider-Man. He's like, oh yeah? Well, let's see. And then basically Eddie will hand in his, and Peter comes in, and he's like, so basically Eddie and Peter have this talking, the fact of, he's asking, how in the world do you get all those pictures for all these years that Spider-Man's been around? It could have been a nice, easy conversation where some funny stuff happens. I mean, yes, the whole flagpoles and pulleys and stuff was funny, but they could actually have made it very, very good instead of the whole flagpoles and all that stuff, Or they could have just kept the flagpoles in, but at least they could actually have it, the fact that Eddie Brock has been working there for 6 years now there, even though he hasn't even got a picture of Spider-Man. And, well, yeah. Or they could have did in Spider-Man 2, but hey, chances are I don't think Eddie Brock was actually part of the photography for the whole city life thing. No, he was just taking pictures of like scandal stuff. So let's see, is there anything else I forgot to mention? Oh yeah, and the whole Vulturous crap. Yeah, I made sure I tried to look in. Yeah, they fixed everything. That was on Wikipedia. That's when I first saw it, on Wikipedia and then some other sites. But they later teared it down. So yeah, the whole Vulturous thing wasn't real. Yeah, that thing was just made up by the rumor. And that rumor basically kind of sucked. I mean, it was weird. Yeah, especially weird, but it turns out, yeah, the Vulturous didn't exist. Even Sam Raimi said Vulturous does not exist. Anne Hathaway was just only supposed to play as Black Cat, nothing more, nothing less. So, yeah. So, as for you can look down in the video, chances are you'll see lots of stuff. Heck, I've been trying, even though I tried like for like 10 minutes and then I was like, oh, screw this. But I kind of try to actually put in PowerPoint form all of the stuff, because sadly the whole Daily Bugle thing, even though I think they might actually have it or they found some new place, but the Daily Bugle page that has all the deleted scenes has been taken down. Yeah, it's completely, or not only it might have been taken down, or basically all of the images, some of the images actually have been completely scrapped, meaning the place where the images was stored was deleted. So that means that there's somewhere it's like, the blank slot where it's like there's a picture there, but there's a picture but it's slashed. Yeah, so and of course the whole Avi Arad crap. The fact that, yeah, I mean, see, look, he freaking wanted Venom. As you can see right now, he's trying to push for a Venom movie. So, is he really a Spider-Man fan, or he's just nothing but a Venom fan? I mean, that's the real question that's going around here. Is he really trying to do Spider-Man right, or is he just using Spider-Man so that Venom can get a spotlight? I don't get it. So, yeah. So click down below. Please sign the petition. The petition actually will help for Spider-Man 3.1 to be created, even though I figured that they would just release it anyways. You know, just for last hurrah. I mean, didn't they release it for not only for popularity or for getting people ready for the third Spider-Man film, but chances are they did it for the money aspect, and that's why I thought they really want is the money. They want the money. So when you figure that they will just showed Spider-Man 3.1, and the crazy thing is just the fact that I remember when I first got Spider-Man 3, I was hoping they actually changed it, that what I saw wasn't what I seen. Because this is how it went. Is that I saw Spider-Man 3 in theaters, and then I waited till the next DVD come out. Excuse me. I waited till his DVD come out. So as his DVD come out, I watched it. I was like, oh my gosh, it didn't change. This is really what I saw. And then the third time was when I did the actual review, and then after that I never touched Spider-Man 3 ever again. I mean, I did touch it just to move it to a certain place, but that's about it. And I bought a second copy, but I only bought it because there was like 3 little mini comic books that came with it, and the first one that I bought came with Spider-Man 3 The Blackening, that actually talked about what happened to Eddie Brock while getting the Venom symbiote and what he was feeling through it, which you would figure they actually would have put it in the movie as a small short. One second, guys. Someone's being a jerk to a webhead here. One second. Oh, brother. Anyways, just closing arguments is just, well, the only thing is just that I saw it at a $5 bin as a 2-disc CD. I didn't get a 2-disc DVD. So I might actually buy that one, look at the DVD, even though I think technically that one's just because, yeah, because I think it came with a 2-disc when I first bought it. Because you had the Spider-Man copy, and then you had the Spider-Man one with the red getting the symbiote attached to him. And it said bonus stuff, so I guess I might have actually got it, but I don't really know. So I don't know. So if I am gonna buy it and then it turns out that I do have that CD, I'm gonna be like, oh, well, chances are I bet I do. So right now I'm just going to eventually get enough money, go over there, buy that Spider-Man 3 book. I did look through it, but yeah. I guess the last real argument thing or something I need to talk about is just the fact that there is deleted scenes, and technically I guess Spider-Man 1 and guess Spider-Man 2 had deleted scenes, but more like Spider-Man 1 had that one deleted scene and Spider-Man 3 had so many deleted scenes it's not even funny. Even though Sam Raimi wouldn't hide anything, chances are. He wouldn't hide anything. So, I don't know. I really don't know. I guess it could have been Sam Raimi, but on the other hand, it could just be freaking Sony being like, we gotta hide our crap. So I don't get why exactly aren't they doing it with this franchise, where they're like, we're hiding deleted scenes, or getting ready for director's cut or something, instead of being total, yeah, they're being total idiots and just allowing it all to be leaked. So yeah. Alright, I'm just going to end it right here. So down below is all the other stuff and all the things I've covered and talked about. Or technically I'll just put Spider-Man 3 review. Under that Spider-Man 3 review will be all the other reviews, all the other things that I found on Spider-Man 3 as a sabotage movie. And yeah, under that will just be Spider-Man 7WebHeads, his petition video and all that stuff. So peace out, and let's see this happen.